Hello everybody. This is Rahmawati. Uh, this session we will learn about the finance, investment, and foreign assistance, the contribution and opportunities. Okay, what the scope of learning on this session? In this session, we will learn about the various problem, conception, and measurement of foreign assistance, and then amount of allocation, the public assistance, and we will discuss about the reason for donors to provide assistance, and then what the reason for developing countries willing to receive the foreign assistance, and what is the role of NGOs or non-government organization, and then what impact of foreign assistance. Okay, now I will start this session with the various conception and measurement problems for overseas assistance. Um, what is definition of foreign aid? I know that all of you, have here the foreign aid. What is foreign aid? Foreign aid, like for example, Mercy, for example, WHO, maybe Asian Development Banks. Yeah. What is definition of foreign aid? Foreign aid is international transfers of public funds in the form of loans or grants, either directly from one government to another. So this is bilateral assistance, or directly through multilateral assistance, such as the World Bank. And then the concept of foreign assistance as flow of capital to developing countries. There is have two kind criteria. The first is the objective are non-commercial. This is point of view. The donor's point of view. This is non-commercial. So this is pure the aid, and this is the existence of soft terms. This is the interest rate and the payment period for borrowed capital. It should be more lenient and than the commercial terms that access and financial markets in general. Okay, next, what is the foreign aid conception? The concept of foreign assistance is now very widely used and accepted. Prevent to serve loans and official grants, either in cash or otherwise intended to transfer resources from developed to developing countries for the benefit of development, poverty alleviation, and income distribution. So this is why the scheme of foreign aid is for stimulate the development and reduce the poverty alleviation, and also can maximize the income distribution. And next, what is foreign assistance conception? In particular, there are three main problems that arise in measuring aid. The first is dollar value of grants and loans. We know that the foreign aid from donors country to the received country, the current rates is a dollar. They use a dollar value, and then when the money will use to activity or program, it should be converted to current rate the country, for example in rupees. So there any difference value from dollar and rupees, and that will influence to the value of money. The value of money is there any different, maybe this is a very low, they get from bigger to low. Now the second is assistance can be tied either to the source of the loan or to a project that is not designed as a high priority. Maybe they help for the program or activity, not high priority. It is they help is because maybe that is any interest of this. And the third is the flow of aid is calculated from the nominal value. Okay, now what the total and allocation of public assistance? We know that official development assistance. Are you hear the ODA? What is ODA? ODA is the distribution of loans or grants on concessional terms by an official. What is ODA? ODA is the distribution of loans or grants on concessional terms by an official body, usually by high-income OECD member countries. For example, maybe United Kingdom, maybe USA, maybe in Japan. Okay, so next, the country reason for donors to why the country other country wants to give the help donors to other country. Why? The first is there any political motivation? Why China helped Indonesia to maybe for health system in COVID-19? Why? And then why? For example, Indonesia help maybe emergency for China to any other their interests. Why? There is any political motivation for between this country. And then economic, the second is economic motivation. The economic motivation is the aspect is this is for economic, maybe to alleviation poverty, maybe to reduction poverty, maybe to maximize the job opportunity, like that. And then the third is economic motivation and donor country interest. The interest is very much not political, not only for economic motivation, maybe on other interests. Okay, now next, what is the reason of developing countries to receive foreign assistance? The first is economic reason. Economic reason is maybe how to maximize the opportunity of job, how to make a stability of rupiahs, how to make the stability price of commodity sector, the important commodity of sectors, maybe for example on oil. And then the second is motive for the politicization of power and the past sense of developed countries. Okay, now what is the role of NGOs? We know that NGOs are non-government organization. NGOs are non-profit organizations that assist communities in providing financial and technical assistance. Organization that assess communities in providing financial and technical assistance to developing countries. And NGOs are voluntary organizations that work and represent grassroots organizations in developing countries. Indonesia, or in, for example, in Indonesia, there are any NGOs in Indonesia, and then maybe on Indonesia, Malaysia, or maybe in Bangladesh. And NGOs include religious group, charitable and private foundation, research organization, and maybe farmers groups, fishermen, economists, and etc. Okay, next, what is the role of NGOs? The role of NGOs is to represent the interests of local community group as well as international group with various focus of attention, such as provision of emergency assistance, protection of children's health, increase in food production, increasing women's rights, in poverty alleviation, environment conservation. For example, in Indonesia, there any aircraft or in the forest, and maybe WFH And then provision of rural credit for small farmers and micro business. In Bangladesh, for example, the ME Graban Bank. This is for micro business and farmers, small in the industry, small scale industry. What is the foreign assistance impact? Do you know foreign aid? What is this? What? Okay, good. Foreign aid is encouraging of slowing economic growth. Foreign aid is considered to be more focused and encouraging the growth of the modern sector. Uh, Foreign aid is considered to play an important role in conflict resolution, post-conflict recovery, and restoring development. Many kinds of foreign aid assistance impact. For example, in Timor-Leste, Australia give the foreign assistance to people who lives in Timor-Leste to education and facilitate to their residential, and then how to they get the job opportunity, and how to increase the quality of resources. So the foreign aid is considered to conflict of resolution, post conflict, and then how to make or designing the creating transition in restoring development. Okay, that is our materials today on this section, and and for the last session in this materials, I give you discussion materials problems, and please answer this discussion on discussion forum on e-learning or my class. The first, uh, please answer. What is the emergence of giant multinational companies is said to have changed the nature of international economic activity? In what ways will MNC influence the structure and patterns to trade relation between developed countries and developing countries? And the second, please summarize your arguments for against the role on and impact of foreign private investment in developing countries. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you next week, and I hope we stay healthy in this situation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.